morning students. Today I am here with another video, that is a legend of Northland. It is a poem of class 9 and it is very common and very interesting poem that is given in your book. You will find it interesting and I will make you explain all the important points of this poem and what the poem consists of. The poem Legend of Northland. Legend. What the word legend means? Legend is a short story about any heroic character, about any important character that is in the story, and legend about Northland means the story of Northland. Okay, the story of Northland. Here again it is a conflict. It is about a story, and it is means we are reading here is a poem. Then how it can be conflicting? Now, the legend of Northland is a ballad. Ballad is a type of poem narrating a short story, it means a story in short stanzas. Here, ballad is a type of poem which we use to narrate stories in the form of stanzas. Okay. Now, Northland means where the Northland is. Do you know where the Northland is? Northland is the area which is near to the North Pole. Means again, you should know that North Pole means it is cold area. It is in the frigid zone. Frigid zone means everywhere it is snowing and it is covered with snow. Now, how many stanzas are there in this poem? You should know that there are total 16 stanzas in this poem, and in all 16 stanzas means I am explaining all 16 stanzas. What are the main concepts that is given in all 16 stanzas? One by one, I am discussing all the 16 stanzas and what is there for you in the poem. Stanza 1. The stanza 1, in the lines of stanza 1, the poet describes about the region where the place is. In the region means the place Northland is. Poet describes that how the people live there. What is the duration of time there? Okay, in region, duration of the day is fresh. Poet in the first stanza says that the place Northland, the duration of the day is less. Means nights are long. Nights are long. When this area is expressing winter season, means all you know that very little summer is there, and most of the time there is winter season. So when the area is experiencing winter season, duration of night is very long, very long, and the days are short. Poet says that, means to prove that, poet says that people go to sleep, and when they wake up, means after sleeping for a continuously 8 to 9 hours, after sleeping when they wake up, then also there is a night time. Means this proves that how long the nights are in the Northland region. Stanza number 2. In stanza number 2, this region means how much coldness this region receives is being said in the stanza number 2. This region receives severe cold and snow. This region receives severe cold and snow. The reindeers are used to pull. The reindeers means here again the reindeers and the sledge has been used. The reindeers and the sledge has been used. The reindeers and the sledge here. Sledge is a carriage which are drawn by the reindeers. The reindeers and the sledges are being talked about in the second stanza. And reindeers are used. Reindeers are the type of just like deers, and these are reindeers means they are found in the cold areas. Used to pull the sledges. He adds that children look like bear cubs. Means he adds in the further he adds that children look like bear cubs because they wear the winter clothes and which was furry. In the third stanza, they refers to the two parents, means they word is referred to the parent and them to the children. The elders there tell an interesting story. Here the elders of the Northland is telling interesting story which could not be real. Means it is possibility that the stories are not real, but it could give an important message. Means it can give us important message. It can teach us some important moral. These are the things that is being talked in the stanza number 3. Stanza number 4 talks about the story of Saint Peter. Saint Peter is like a god to the Christians. Saint Peter used to live, and this was the time when he used to live in the world. Means he was living here, he was taking care of his followers, he was moving all around, means went around to give lectures, to see the sufferings, to deal with the sufferings of the people. And this incident happened at that particular time. This incident happened at that particular time. Stanza number 5 deals with, while moving around the world, he reached the door of a cottage. Means a small cottage was there, and he reached at the cottage. Now that at that time the woman living in the cottage was making a cake in the fireplace, and the very sweet smell is coming out. Now the saint felt hungry, because for the long time he was moving here and there, and he had not eaten anything from the morning. So he felt hungry, and due to his hunger, he went to this woman, the woman who is making the cake, and asked for one cake out of many. Only asked for one cake, and she had many cakes. The saint asked for only one cake. Okay. Now what the woman had done? Now the saint means the woman was very selfish. Here, what is written? The woman was very selfish. Selfish means greedy. So she started making a very small cake for the saint. She did not want to give him a cake, so she started making small cake for the saint. Now, stanza 8 tells us that she was not ready to give the smaller cake to the saint also. Means she prepared one small cake. Then when she saw that cake, she thought that this cake is also very big. So she started to make another small cake. Now when that small cake was made, again she saw that it is also a bigger piece to give. So she again started to make smaller than this cake, and this took a lot of time. She was not ready to give, and again she was not ready to give this smaller cake to Saint Peter. Means smaller cake was also not given by her. She started to roll. In the 9th stanza, she started and rolled the dug. Means the dug means what? The base of the cake. She rolled the dug and made it very thin. Means the cake very thin cake, like a wrapper, like a wrapper. It is just like that small, and that is thin. And she baked it. She baked it for whom? She baked it for sun. Now, what had happened? We will discuss in stanza number 10. Okay, in stanza number 10, she reasoned that she felt that they were too big. Means that cakes were too big to be given away. That cakes were too big to given away. Means that cake also she did not want to give. And she put the cake in shelf and did not give to sun. She put the cake in the shelf and she did not give to the sun. In stanza number 10. Stanza number 11. Saint Peter became angry on this behavior of that woman. Saint Peter became angry, and very, very, very angry with his behavior, and behavior of whom? The greedy woman. This behavior of the greedy woman angered Saint, and the saint became very, very angry because he was feeling hungry, and the woman is taking more and more time to prepare smaller and smaller cake. He is just like a god, so he know what the woman was trying to do. Stanza number 12. Saint cursed the woman. Curse means what? Curse means after getting anger, he just set the woman and he cursed the woman to become a bird. You did not deserve to live like a human. He added, God had given her everything. This is not yours. God had given everything to you, but she had become a selfish for all the resources she had. What God had said? To collect all the resources, to use all the resources. No. God has given us to share and to live with a happiness with all others. But she is collecting, she is so selfish, so you did not deserve to be like a human being. In stanza number 13, she means the saint cursed, saint said that she shall become a bird. Means you have to become a bird. Build your house by boarding into the board an entire day. Build your house means you shall become and you should build your house by boarding into the wood entire day. Means you have to work for your living. You have to work hard. Go and become bird. Work hard. Work for your house, and then you will learn what a human should do when and what is the humanity means. In stanza number 14, as soon as the Saint Peter cursed the woman, as soon as the Saint Peter said the woman these words, she flew up to the roof through the chimney and flew out. She became a bird and she started to flew and she started to flew up from the roof and through the chimney. She flew out of his house, of her house. Stanza number 15. When she turned into bird, she was wearing a red cap. Now this is the identification. At that time, the woman turned into bird. She was wearing a red cap, and the cap was there on the bird's head. Now also we can see the cap on the bird's head. Rest of her clothes turned black. Means the bird turned black, but the cap is with her, and that cap is all red. Now many people of Northland had seen this kind of bird. Had seen this kind of bird and what the bird was doing. The bird keeps on digging the wood with the beak. Means he keeps on working for his living, and this gives a great teaching to us that get a teaching that they should not be greedy. Means all the children should not be greedy. We should not be greedy. Everything that we have is given by God, and we should share these things among our friends, among our relatives. Everything we should share. Thank you. This is the important topic.